Hi, Jim Rothstein here with Page One Marketing. And in this video, my team and I are going to show you the core elements that we make sure are in place for every website that we build and maintain for our clients. So grab a notepad and let's dive in.
All right, so what are we looking at when we're looking at a website for a business? Now, we're going to be looking at chiropractic websites here, but this really goes for any sort of business, whether it be real estate, a restaurant, dentist, lawyer, it doesn't matter. All of these websites that we are looking at for brick and mortar all sort of need to follow the same pattern. Now, there's a few things that we look for when we're looking at websites. First things first is you really need to look good. Okay, so this particular website that we're looking at right now, while being something that is actually very good on most of our points that we're looking for websites that I'm going to cover in a minute, it just looks like it was built in 1995. There's too much going on, it's busy, and unfortunately, even though this gets across just about all of the things that we need to do with the websites, other than just maybe one or two, it's going to give people the impression that your practice or your restaurant or your real estate agency is outdated. And that's what is telegraphed when we're using a website that maybe is great, but was built years and years and years ago. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to make sure we've got something updated. And when I say updated, it doesn't have to be, amazing and have tons of bells and whistles. It actually needs to just follow a few key things. Now, this particular website is something that is where we start to aim for, okay? Of course, we could have a more fancy logo. It could be, have some different colors to it. But what's nice about this is it's clean and it looks active, okay? So let's talk about the things that we're looking at on this page that are really, really good. First things first, I want to show you something that I think is very powerful. This website is not only great on a computer like we're viewing it now, but it looks great on a mobile phone. Now, how we can actually test this is when I go over here to the side and I drag my browser window down, watch what happens to the website as we do that. See how it adapts. So what's great about this is it's mobile friendly, and I'm testing the mobile friendliness by shrinking down the available space. And the code here can actually see that. Now, this is not something that a lot of small business owners know how to do, but if you're working with a company that is helping you with your website, this is something that you absolutely want to make sure that they're doing. It's mobile friendly, or it's what they call a responsive design. Now, after that, does it look good? Does it look current? Does it have a responsive design? Meaning it looks great on phones, it looks great on a computer. The next thing is we want to make sure that we're giving folks a really good look inside of what's going on. Now, this is what's so interesting about this. We want to show people that this is real. So at the top of this, we've got some generic pictures of chiropractic, things like this. It could be for a restaurant, it could be whatever. But what's so great is somewhere on this page, we are actually showing people the inside. You can see here, we're seeing the actual staff. So we've got this physical therapist here. We've got some doctors here. So we're starting to get an inside look as to what's inside this location or these locations. All right. So we start to see this. We can even have a place where, it even shows us exactly where the locations are, which takes me to my next section here. We want to make sure we always give people a way to contact us. So we've got a nice little contact page here, and they can send us a message here. We've got both of our phone numbers for both locations. We've got a map here, and you can even request an appointment right there, which is really, really nice. Now, after that, we want to make sure that we've got a menu of our services. Whether you are a restaurant, a dentist, a chiropractor, a car dealership, whatever it is, we want to make sure that we give people an idea of all the things that we can do. And that's what this is. It's actually, you can click in and you can go to these sections and it'll teach you about this. And that's what's so nice. We've got a menu of all of our services, which is really, really powerful. Now, we can go down. We see these are our folks. These are the services that they provide. So we've got all these nice things. The next thing is we want to make sure, and this one is missing this one, and that's okay. This is something really easy we could help. We want to make sure that there is somewhere a link back to our social media presence. Okay, so Facebook is the one that we're always looking for, and I'm not seeing a Facebook on here right away, but why we want that is when we start actually seeing how people search for businesses, a lot of times they'll go to Google first and then they'll look for a Facebook page. Most of the consumers that are really starting to come up and are using the internet to search for these want to see your business from two perspectives. They go to your website because they want to see this kind of stuff, but they go to your Facebook page to see sort of your fun side, sort of what's going on inside, if you're updated, if you're current on social media. So we want to have a Facebook link. That's not on this one, but that's something that we do want here. Finally, the next thing that we want to do is, how do we onboard people? So, if you are a doctor's office, you have patient forms. So we can click in here and we've got a new patient intake form. And also they have their services in here so you can always see more stuff. It's very smart to put that on there. But a new patient intake form or anything that you'd have to fill out before going in. So like a law firm, you're going to have an intake form. You're going to have all these cool things that you can do. And we need those here so that your staff at the office can refer people to the website, or they can find it on their own. Now, probably one of the most important things that we stress with every business that we work with is pretty simple. We want to have a call to action that is visible on all pages. Now, you're going to see at the top of every single page, you've got a call us or request appointment button. Went into the services here. You can see that they're putting this in front of you again. We always want to have an easy way that's just a click away from when they decide they want it. So they've gone through your website, they've gone through all of your stuff, but there's an easy way to do it. Now, if we go over here and we're looking at this is one other thing that we want to make sure we provide. We want content on the website that proves our expertise. So here you've got all this stuff that proves that the people that work at this place, these doctors, are really good at what they do and they're teaching you things. But I guarantee you, when we actually go into this, you've always got a link back. You've always got a link back to contact to. So those are the things that we're looking for. We want it to be updated. It needs to look modern. We want to make sure that we're giving people a peek inside of our location and our staff. We want to make sure we've got that contact page. We want to make sure we've got a menu of our services. We want to have a link to our Facebook page, which this one didn't have, but that's okay. And we want to have content that proves we're good at what we do, our onboarding documents, and also an always visible call to action. So those are the things that are super important with your website, whatever business you happen to be in, that you must have on your webpage.
Well, I hope that walkthrough helped give you a better idea of exactly how we build and maintain websites for our clients and how we do it the right way. If you'd like help with all the technical aspects of setting it all up and maintaining it, my team here at Page One Marketing specializes in that. My number and email are at the bottom of the page, and I'd be glad to walk you through how we can help you get it up and running fast.